Absolutely. Drew Titan Bronx on deck. Shout out to the mighty LDBC. That's a Painful Excellence podcast, and this is painful to look at. We scroll to the top. Let's do this roll call real quick because I want to get down to the business. Brother Manda Mansa Musa. Salute. Beautiful Love is a Word. Eric Jordan. Philip D. Redden. Salute. Amanaz, Real Spill Midwest Boxing. What's up? What's up? Tay, what's going on? Rod Neal. Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Derek Gaines, the legend. Night Train, salute. Mark Wunderlich. Beautiful Love is the Word. Big Texas. T. Barry, Shogun, what's good? What you're looking at right here is a still shot from one of my favorite series on Prime. It's called Invincible. And without spoiling too much, this is the scene from last season, the grand finale. The guy bloody on the floor. That's Mark, who just got his powers and he's trying to be a superhero, and that's his father, Omni-Man, who turns out to be a Veltramite who was a hero all this time, and then he flipped on his, I guess you want to call them the Justice League, because he has ulterior motives. Picture Superman, but a total dick. And that's what Omni-Man is. And picture Kryptonians, they didn't die, they just go to different planets, and when the time is right, they take it over. If Superman decided to take over the world, he could do whatever the hell he wanted to do. You can't stop him. And that's Omni-Man. But the thing is, their numbers get dwindled, and they're going to planets and reproducing to get their numbers back up. And when his son, Mark, wasn't with the program, he beat his ass, but he didn't kill him. You know why he didn't kill him? Smoking Talk, salute. He didn't kill him because for the first time in his life, he developed love. And he eventually flew off the planet. Season 2's out right now. Jay Gibson, salute. And what I want to talk about based off of what we saw in that video is this what these fathers are looking to do? They're looking to have this type of conversation with their kids when they become of age. And who are these fathers raising today? Now, let me be very clear and salute my brother LeBron's in the building, man. Salute, good brother. Let me be very clear. We're very critical of these single women who raise these kids, these little boys, and they just end up being like that because while the women are running around trying to be bosses and, I work and I provide a good lifestyle and I can't watch them all the time. I drop them off to school and, you're doing right by your kid, but you're not in your kid's life like that. And we all have the conversation how a woman can't raise a little boy to be a man, not properly. So a portion of the streets will raise the kid, right? But in all fairness, I didn't see no women in that fucking video. It was all men. It was all men. And the reality is, you know that 10% of men that we talk about that these women procreate with? You see? There it was right there in that stupid ass video. And they got sons and there's an infant in the back looking at all of this. So waving guns and flashing money, that becomes a priority to these kids. And when you see these kids, you ever saw a kid and you're like, how could they be raised in that level of ignorance? How many people, military personnel are in the chat right now? The illest thing I ever heard from Gulf War #1, one of my buddies came back from Gulf War #1. He said the craziest thing was they saw a kid walking towards the where they were set up. And one of the sergeants or whatever said, take it down. He was like, yo, it's a kid. He said, take it down. They had to do what they had to do. And when they approached the kid, turns out the kid was strapped up with bombs.
Wow.
Now, what makes a kid grow up thinking that that's normal? The kid was like 12 years old. When they're raised from birth to think that what they're doing is righteous and is by the will of God. Well, the reason why I showed you that little picture of Invincible, normally when they raise a kid, what does a kid know? His father. You don't know, you won't know what kind of person your father is until you develop into an adult. It might take you years. It might take you until you're in your 30s. Like, you know what? That guy was wrong. Do you know that there's generations of Bloods and Crips? Generations.
Yep.
Grandfather, father, son, and their sons have kids running around in school with your kids right now.
If I'm not mistaken, I think the game mother is Crip and he's Blood.
I mean, I don't subscribe to that. I don't understand that. I don't understand that, but it kind of makes sense because, to put it bluntly, if there's a good, it got to be evil.
Mm-hmm.
But what happens when you're not raised thinking it's evil? What happens if this gang activity is normalized? What happens? What happens? I'm gonna put this other picture up. I gotta move this one. But this was a picture that I've been holding on to for a long time. I wanted to do a video on this, but let's not put all the blame on mothers making poor choices for a second. Some of these men don't know any better. Look at this, please. Oh my God. Can I ask what the fuck this is? In what universe? In what universe does this make sense? This looks like a baby shower. The mother's obviously some sort of super hoochie, probably a stripper. The father's standing there looking like an asshole. They already got a seed and she's pregnant. That little boy,
that's crazy,
who's no older than 4 or 5, is in school with other 4 or 5 years old, 4 or 5 year olds, thinking that this shit is normal. Look at that picture, y'all. This is the type of time we on. This is what we are. This is what we're doing. This is a real picture. I've been holding on to this for a long time. This is a real. Look at how ignorant that ish is, man. I mean, seriously. Look at that. This is who we are. You gotta be kidding me. You absolutely have to be kidding me. Look at that. Now we talk about that 10%. Now I bet you. Now, let me ask you, LeBron, what kind of brother you think this dude is?
Just by looking off of the posture, just by looking off to me, the Beijing thin pencil line beard, could that look kind of fake? A lot of fakeness just off of the strength of looking at it. I think that, he probably, this is my opinion, say just looking at it, face value. I think that child is not his child, and he finally got with the girl of his dreams, got her pregnant. He's excited. He don't care what kind of lifestyle she lived. That's what I'm getting off of this. I'm not getting that 10%. I'm getting the dude that's happy as hell to be a part of this. He just happy to be with her, and whatever lifestyle she got, he's all on board. That's what I got from this, to be honest.
You think he's playing a role, or you think that this is who he is?
I think that's who he is. And also too, the Ball brothers, LiAngelo Ball, Lonzo Ball, LaMelo Ball.
Yeah.
So the one that didn't make it to the NBA, LiAngelo Ball, him and his baby moms have a similar photo shoot as well. Have a similar photo shoot.
You know what? You see, a lot of y'all got daughters and nieces. What happens when you get a phone call and saying that this little kid, grabbed a butt or something, or he was sitting at his chair and he just grabbed your daughter and pulled him on top and just started gyrating, making her gyrate on her because he's seen mama doing that to. Don't you want to come to school and field goal that little nigga somewhere?
Yeah.
Don't you want to, like, all right, call the parents in, and then the parents come in and it's that shit. And they're not apologetic.
Oh no, they loud and wrong.
They're loud and wrong. They're wrong and strong.
Yep.
The first thing they say is, well, how do we know that she wasn't twerking on him? And you're like, my daughter don't twerk. My niece don't twerk. My niece behaves like a 5-year-old. Oh, please, all kids do it. Now they painting you with a broad brush. Now the fact that I gotta go to school and deal with that, I'm already at DEFCON 1.
Mm-hmm.
You can't kick the kid. Whole time, I'm like, I can't wait to meet the parents because somebody gonna get this work. Nothing but I'm sorry will suffice. And I know me. And if I know that she start running her mouth, trying to blame my seed, I'm gonna look right at him. You better check her, because we're at DEFCON 1 right now. Whatever she do, you're gonna be responsible for. I'm about to knock all your teeth out the side of your head, all of them. The side ones, the fucking ingrown, the wisdom teeth. I'm taking them all. Better check your dog. If I'm sitting there with a polo shirt and some slacks and some shoes, and they walk in and listen, and this shit walks in to come talk to me, that nigga right there on the right, come in to talk to me, looking like that, and this bitch she not wearing that exactly, but she got on a big old pair of jeans over with you seen these pregnant chicks with the button unbuckled, unbuttoned at the top, but she come in with that top, and she blaming your seed for a sexual assault, pretty much, amongst children. And they want to blame your kid for that? No. Here's how we're going to do this.
Yeah.
That's because there's no getting through to them. You already know where they're from. You already know what goes on. You already know that they're listening to the unedited version of all bad rap songs. And this little nigga, through no fault of his, because he's 5, is coming to school with the bullshit. The apple has not fallen from the tree. So what we do, we burn the fucking tree. That's what we do. See, there's no talking to these niggas. They are just as bad as the chicks that stood up there and said, hey, man, why they acting like they ain't never seen no ass before? Yo, LeBron, how many times, you remember when the kids was homeschooled during the pandemic?
Right.
Do you know how many videos that I've seen online where the kid is just sitting there with the teacher and naked mom just comes walking into the room?
I've seen a few of those. I've seen a
few.
Man.
I've seen a few. And the teacher be like, oh, whoa, somebody's naked. Then the woman turns around quick. It's like, wait, you didn't know. First of all, you know your kid was in school, number one. Number two, you walk around your child ass naked like that? Not cool.
Nope.
Not cool. Did I tell you, did you hear the story I told back in the 90s? I was dating this chick. Bro, I go to her house. I sit down.
Yeah.
She answers the door in a towel, and I'm like, oh, I don't even know if we're going to make it out now. I was like, oh, I wonder what she's doing. So I sat in the living room. She comes from her room into the bathroom a couple of times, naked. Then she sticks her head in the bedroom and says something. I'm like, who's in the bedroom? Little boy come out the bedroom and goes in the bathroom. I'm saying, wait a minute, boobs hanging, bush out. Yo, I was strong, and the next you know, when I saw Shorty, I was like, wait a minute. What's going on? She walks around the house like that, and her son was like 8.
That's crazy.
I said, nah, man, no. It went from, am I gonna get some, to how do I get out of this? I got out of it.
That's crazy.
This is ridiculous. Now, another thing that I kept thinking is, I wonder if baby daddy know that mom walks around his son ass naked.
Probably don't. He probably don't know.
That's not now. You know what I always say here, right? Reverse the roles. Imagine a little girl, 8 years old, homeschool, and daddy walks around with the mighty tusk swinging.
Yo, he's going under the jail.
He's going down. They're gonna be like, "Oh no! Call ACS! Stop! Everyone, shut down the class. Where my student? Go to the house right now. She's in trouble." Yeah, you was walking around naked. Yes, it's my house. And that's how I walk around. Well, you can't do that. Not for nothing. I would ask him, "You're my man. Why are you walking around with dangly parts in front of your daughter?
Yeah.
What are you doing?" Now, I have those questions, but these freaks of nature right here, normalized. Now, why am I bringing up all of this? Because we're losing, ladies and gentlemen. We're losing.
I mean, I will go as far as to say that we lost. We got to hit reset. You know how back in the days, you like the old school references. You know how back in the days you playing like Mario, you got to press reset because you just lost too many men. You can't get past the next board. We got to hit reset. We're done. I think it's time for reset. That's why I talk about breaking away from toxic traditions.
Yeah.
Because this is toxicity. We can't get through some people. We have to separate ourselves because the conversation you and I are about to have, a person like that picture you posted, or the people that was in that video with those little kids with the guns, with the champagne, with the dollars. I don't know if you noticed with the weed, with the blunts on the table. There was fake blunts on the table.
Yep. They're training them. They're training them.
What conversation could I have to that man that think that's okay for his son? For somebody who put that birthday party together. Like, let's think about the steps. We put the birthday party together. Then after that, we had this moment, thought about this moment, made this moment happen, took out our cell phones, recorded this moment, uploaded this moment, and thought it was okay. Nobody in that whole area was the adult to say, this is a bad idea. How could I have that conversation with that person?
We can get deep. If you interviewed every one of those niggers, because they're not my brothers, those are niggers. If you interviewed every last one of those niggas and say, who raised you? It's either going to be A, a single mama, or B, their father that was just as ignorant as them.
Yep.
And they're raising these little niggas. In about 10 years, those little niggas that they're raising, those are the niggas that are going to be riding around looking to go upside your head. And that's why I ain't got no sympathy. I ain't got no conscience or nothing. I will get you before you get me. And you see, this is why a lot of those other folk in those other cultures, that's why when our sisters go knock on the doors for help and they shoot first before they open, they scared of us. They're scared of us because of that. Do you remember back in the day, remember that episode of A Different World where Dwayne was a teacher and he went to go talk to Chris Cross was in this episode.
Okay.
And he went to go talk to dudes for one of the light skin Chris went to go talk to his father. He said, look, his son had a problem with another little boy in the school, in the class, and it's because the father was like, well, what's the problem? He said, well, he's from the other side of town and his brother was part of this gang, and then the father said, oh, he's part of that something gang. Well, F them. And then he was like, well, look, these are kids and they don't need to be, well, I'm raising him. And he said, you need to get the hell away from my door. And he pushed him. And Dwayne was like, yo, who you touching? He pulled out a hammer on him.
Wow.
He pulled out a hammer on him. And then little Chris, light-skinned Chris, came to the door and he was just looking. That moment in that episode, that was showing that behavior was learned.
Yep.
And it was normalized. All right. These kids are just fresh pieces of paper. Mm-hmm. When they grow up, that's why I see these videos and they got kids cursing and calling you out your name and people recording it like it's cute. Shit ain't cute. All right. Shit ain't cute. Because you know why? I work with the public. You know, so I have teachers that I know, police that I still know, and they got to deal with your kids. And when they get dealt with, when they go beyond that mouth, listen to what I'm saying. When they go beyond the mouth and they really think they can do what they're saying they're gonna do, and they don't go in there, it don't go the way they want it to go, you can't complain because you're at fault. Now I'm not finna blame the women for this, not this video, because I ain't seen nothing but a bunch of kids. I'm curious about who reproduced with those niggas, and I'm willing to bet what kind of women that they reproduce. Because the mothers, I haven't seen any of the mothers saying, "Look, I don't co-sign that. I didn't know he was going to do that." If they did, I would like to speak with, not speak. I want to talk to them. I just want to see. I want to see one of those children's mothers say, "Look, that's why we not together, and that's why I don't want to have visitation. He has the weekends, and this is what he did. This is what he does. Good. I'm gonna go to court and see. This is why I don't want to have any dealings with my son." I'm looking to see that. I doubt I'll see it. I hope I see it.
Yeah,
I doubt I see
I'm
it.
on the same page. I hope I see that too. That's
dangerous. I don't want those little niggas around me. The little ones. I don't want the little niggas around me. And you're right, LeBron. We got to separate ourselves. This is bullshit. Salute the Dapper Dons in that super chat. Much love. He says, same goes for these old mafia associates. Generation after generation of degenerates they breed. It's a sick world we live in, Drew. I hate degenerates. Yeah, yo, listen. He's absolutely right. It applies here in our culture like it does in the Italians. They have generations of mafias.
But this is the thing, though. At least the mafia had code of conduct. Everything that the mafia did was within the mafia. There was no, man, I mean, there probably was some strays that happened, but there was no real repercussions of, like, say, for example, you're not doing no dirt on the mafia street. You're not breaking into cars on the mafia street.
True.
The mafia block is probably the most safest block out there.
It is.
Yeah, that's probably the most safest block because you're not doing dirt on that block. And it took forever for the mafia to get into drugs.
Yeah.
That's why like John Gotti got, you know what I'm saying? Like, it took the mafia a minute to get into drugs. If we at least had a code of conduct and understanding that, all right, if I'm gonna be in the streets, let me, saying my little nephew like to argue, let me put my little nephew into law school and so he could become a lawyer and help me if I'm in the jam. You know what I'm saying? He becomes something of himself as opposed to, all right, I'm in the streets. I'm going to be in the streets. I'm going to get my little nephew in the streets to come under me. They move differently.
Yeah, those niggas are like a bunch of failed rappers.
Yeah.
Bunch of failed rappers and drug pushers. And I mean, you don't even own your block.
No.
You just nickel and diming it and you living through your kids. And that's fucking sad. Keep make your own community somewhere and sell each other the same crack. Go kill yourself, man. Get out of here. Get out of here. That's not cool. My brother Drip in that super chat, much love. He said negativity has become normality. It has. Drip back in that super chat. He said, I will say this, for some reason, when the youth speaks to me, because I don't talk to the youth, they listen to me like Furious from Boys in the Hood, like Furious Styles from Boys in the Hood, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I talk to them straight, and when I talk, they open the door. Yeah, you got to, because we still got that connection, But I'm in a place right now where when the shorties were a little younger, I was like, man, I hope if something happens and I gotta go to school off of a scuffle, my biggest nightmare is dealing with a parent that walks in there like, all right, but what did that kid do? Especially when you know your kid. Yeah. You know your child. It's like, look, he or she does not do this, does not do that. I know this for a fact. And then when they come to you and say, oh, well, I had a fight. Whoa, what happened? And they're telling you the story and you know your child. And then you go to school and then you see the parents and you're like, okay, I know what happened.
Yeah.
My child told me it's 100% because I'm looking at this motherfucker and mama up here with her eye with penciled in eyebrows all up looking like the golden arches. Her eyebrows looking like the golden arches from McDonald's.
And the baby hair's connected to the eyebrows.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? She's sitting there popping gum. And then if baby daddy around, he coming in with his pants sagging.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Dressing like the sun.
Yeah, dressed like the sun and shit. 90 degrees outside. He got Tim's. You know we in New York. It's like, man, God damn it. I don't want to deal with this. I don't want to deal. That was my biggest nightmare. Thank God it never happened.
Yeah.
I was like, man, because I know me. I'm like, all right, okay. I'm about to rip the Timbs off and beat you with your boots, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'll go in dressed up. I'll go in presentable, but it'll get funky in here real fast. Please don't play with me. Please don't play with me. Don't be coming up here talking about, oh, well, what did he do? What did she do? Don't do that. Don't do that. And then when you find out the kid has a reputation, you know what I'm saying? The teacher be like, well, you know, look, this kid has had problems with several. It was just your kid's turn today. Okay. All right. Well, guess whose turn is it now? You're the father? And listen, I had nightmares of knocking parents out in front of their kids. I had nightmares of that.
You know what's so sad about that? Say, you know, God forbid that situation would have happened. That kid would have got beaten when he got home because you beat the dad's ass. That's what happened.
I'm moving to the moon, man. The air's better. I'm moving. I'm going to the moon because the air's better. This is ridiculous.
Nah, I feel you, man. It's
I don't want to deal with this.
That's why I'd be like, yo, I'm not doing it no more. Like, you know, I was talking, you know, Kofi this on my live stream. We were talking about, like, you know, detaching ourselves from like still people, detaching ourselves from people that's stagnant. And I was like, yo, Kofi asked me yesterday, he said, you know, I'm trying to hold on to the community. I'm trying to be, you know, trying to hold on. I got like 2 fingers left. I said, yeah, I'm on a unicycle. I have no handlebars. I'm just balancing myself, moving. I'm not like, it's hard, bro. It's definitely hard. It gotta be a separation. And it's like, it gotta be separation from men that are black and niggas. It gotta be a separation.
It does. And
it gotta be a separation.
I call out the nigga nonsense. Now, fortunately, due to the numbers, those niggas in that video, they're not the majority.
Yeah.
But this is gonna go viral, and I heard Cynthia G is on YouTube again. That's what I heard.
Yeah, I don't think I think I've seen a video, but I don't think she monetizes. I think she just be able to upload. But still, you know, you still could put the poison out.
You know, this video is gonna go viral.
Yeah.
Not the statistics that the good black men outweigh the niggers like that. And she's not gonna talk about that those niggers didn't make those babies by themselves.
Mm-hmm.
I want to know who's filming that, and I want to know the mothers of those children. Are they gonna get on? Because I know all of them bitches got social media. Are they gonna get up and big that up, or, you know? By the way, before Cynthia G even, you know, talks about those are future bullet bags. I'm just curious because I don't watch her content. Do you remember that black woman that was twerking on her like 1-year-old son? He was like in Pampers. The mother. Remember that?
Yep.
Did she do a video about that bitch? That smut?
I don't know. I never seen a Cynthia G video. Like, she could walk past me and I wouldn't know who she is. Like, I consume none of her content.
I heard she's built like a surfboard. That's what I heard. She got fake hair, fake eyebrows.
Oh, I seen that part. I see like stills for her. Like, she looked like she wouldn't. Like, she like a body for morticianary school. Like somebody practicing on how to work on her dead bodies. That's how her.
Yeah, like she's dead ass like on some Wendy Williams shit. Like she's fucked up, you know. So I'd be mad too if I look like that. Now, Cynthia J and the bandits and man, shut the fuck up, nasty ass. I hope she did a video on that poor 1-year-old getting twerked on by his mother. I hope she did a video, that video that I shared, that chick in the thong, talking about he just loved his mama, and the little boy grabbing her butt, that was her son.
It's crazy, dog.
I mean, this is what we're dealing with.
I'm not dealing with it no more. I used to share content like that. I stopped. It's like, how many times could I could say this over and over again? I was like, I had to stop.
I mean, at this point, I'm just saying I told you so.
Yeah.
I don't want to be around these stupid ass chicks and niggas like that in the video. I don't even deal with niggas. I don't. They're lost. I'm not talking to them no more.
But you could be found, just like this comment right here. You could be found, but I'm not the one to guide you. I'm not your compass. I can't do it. Like, I could be with Malcolm X. I can't be with Little Red or Red Little or Malcolm Little. I couldn't do that. I couldn't.
He said, and this might be my final message. He said, Red Little nigga can become Malcolm X and African American and hopefully be Malik El Shabazz, a black man. And yo, you know what, Drip, you right, but I ain't got the patience. And those brothers, see, Red Little, he had an awakening through trauma.
Yeah.
You have to go through trials to make you think different. See, these kids run around like nothing's gonna happen to them. They run around like they're gonna be. Think about when you was a teenager. Didn't you think 40 was like a long time off?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll be 48 in 3 days. Holy shit! I remember my 16th birthday. You know what I got for my 16th birthday?
What's that?
A bench press. That's what I got.
Mm.
That's what I got for my 16th birthday. My father bought it. We went to Modell's and bought a bench press.
He said Modell's. Damn.
Yeah. And it was on ever since.
Mm.
Modell's got a bench press. It was on ever since. So, I mean, these little niggas, they gotta like get locked up and they gotta go through it. And they gotta become like Skynet. They gotta become self-aware.
Yeah, and think about this too, like, before Malcolm X, Red, Detroit Red, before, you came Malcolm X, think about what he went through before he became Detroit Red. And think about the opportunities that was taken away from him. You know what I'm saying? Both his parents were basically taken away from him and he had to like basically move out. These kids have so much more opportunity than a Detroit Red that had to become Malcolm X. They have so much more opportunity, and so did his parents. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you have so much that y'all could build off of, just off of just showing up, going to school, something simple as that.
Let me point this out. These little niggas know the posters of Malcolm X, but they don't know anything about him. And guess what? If you teach them about him, they ain't gonna want to beat him. They ain't gonna want to beat him. You know why? How do you go out?
Yeah.
He didn't go out with a grandfather, with kids. He went out because his own killed him.
Yep.
That's what happened. That's what happened. And these kids, my point is, these kids think they're going to be young forever. They think that whatever they do is not going to have any consequences. These little niggas don't know that this viral video, right now, the FBI, they use the internet for what it's for. The FBI is watching. They're going to say, okay, we know where these little niggas and those dudes, they're not breaking no laws. That's prop money for all we know. All right. And now we know what this little nigga, he go to school at. And if anything pops off, that video is going to be held over their head. I don't give a fuck if that little short fat kid rubbing his stomach with the fake gun. I hope it was a fake gun.
Yeah,
if he goes to college and gets into a fight, they're going to say, well, how do we know that you're not some sort of gangster? Because when on your 5th birthday, we saw this. Like, yo, man, I had nothing to do with that. I was a kid. So what?
Yep.
You're black. They're going to hold everything against you. Don't you know, and I'm talking to you niggas, you set your kids up for failure. You've already failed because you think that this shit is normal. All your social media is probably littered with money and bitches and drinks and niggas taking pictures of bottles of alcohol and all kinds of nothing positive. All right? And now you done drag the kids into it. And now there's going to be a bunch of stupid ass women doing content right now as we speak, talking about, see, this is black men. No, those are the black men you're fucking. And that's a small percentage of black men, because a large percentage, y'all ain't want nothing to do with. They're not exciting. And the question I have for the women, before you drag those niggas, they didn't make those babies themselves. Where the mothers at? Yeah. And I want to know that they approve that message. Man, I hate it, man. Oh, I know, Drip. I know. This is fucking ridiculous. This is ridiculous.
Setting the kids up for failure, man. Like
you've ruined your children. You've ruined your children. What happened to fucking Barney? He's not popping no more. Teletubbies.
What was that? Remember that kid that was like, little Terrio from back in the day? He was like little chubby fat kid that was making like viral videos. I think that's still like following him till this day. He's like an adult now. Like that still follows him.
Who was that?
He was like a little viral kid, like little Terrio.
What was he doing?
Just being like fat and eating a lot of food and stuff like that, and like uploaded videos of him like maybe 6-7 years old eating a lot of food. And
how old
like,
is he now?
Damn, I don't know. Maybe close to 20.
And now people look at him and say, "Yo, ain't you that little fat
nigga
that was eating food?"
Yeah.
Now he made a lot of money on that, didn't he?
Probably not. That's before people understand the monetization of social media. It's just you're famous.
So he's famous. Is he still fat?
No, he lost weight and everything. He had a whole weight loss journey and trying to do better, but nobody still take that serious. It's always about him being fat.
So now when you imagine dating and they say, "Wait a minute, ain't you that little fat nigga I used to follow?"
Yep.
Now he got to deal with that?
Yep.
His parents let him do that? I mean, if you're going to be famous online, wouldn't it make sense to just monetize it so you can get some kind of money off of this shit, which is possible?
Think about that little kid who got that song. What is his name? Little RT. He got the song 60 Miles. This dude is 8 or 9 years old, Drew, talking about getting his dick sucked, talking about shooting at the cops, talking about shooting at people, talking about running from the law. At 8 years old. 8 years old. He have a whole song out. I uploaded a video. I got hit with a copyright strike.
I saw it.
Yes, I got hit with a copyright strike. Yes. It's to the point I didn't even monetize the video. I knew it was going to hit me with a copyright strike because this is a real song. And let me tell you how the song blew up, because my son told me. There was a little video of him rapping, and he was like sitting on the stairs. It was like, "Yo, little man got a flow." Instead of teaching him how to like put lyrics together that's for his age range, they had him go in the studio. Grown men, same thing like the video that we just watched with the kids with the blunts, with NBA Youngboy. Same thing. Grown men go to the studio and hype this little kid up to make this song. And now he's making videos all over it. And when you watch the original video, not the one that went viral, we watched the original video, it's about 20 people back there, 20 grown men hyping him up while he rapping these debauchery lyrics.
Ladies and gentlemen, those are the bullet bags. Okay? Those niggas. Because I promise you, they do not represent me. They do not represent me. I don't mind if they get erased. Listen, you want to talk about that term? I'm done. I'm fucking finished. I said my piece. I see Big Joe Townsend. He says social media is now these kids' religion. That's an 8-year-old kid. Where's his father and his mother?
Oh, they probably one got the camcorder, other one's the manager. They probably helping create this content because they see that's it's a quick meal. It's a quick, easy money grab. And this kid is going to be known for this for the rest of his life.
If they make a quick 6 figures, do you think they're going to put that away for his college fund?
The boy can't read. Drew, he's 9. He can't read.
He's what?
He's 9 years old, 8 or 9 years old. He can't read.
He can't read at all?
He can't read.
How you? He said that
Like
in an interview.
he can't. No, like I think it was a video that came up like of him trying to read. He can't read at the grade level.
Listen, man. You know I'm fucking annoyed with this, right?
I got another one for you, because you know I got banned from TikTok for certain these type of things. There was a video of a kid around the same age as the kid with the blunts and the bottles and the guns and the money. There was a dude that was hyping his little boy up. He got some grown woman, probably like at least 25, to start like grinding and dancing on him while he throw money on him, throw money on the girl, and after that the grown man is hyping it up. And I'm like, yo, the man should be in jail, that woman should be in jail, and that kid should be taken away.
Now reverse the roles and tell me the same story.
Oh, same story. That man would be in jail, under the jail, and the mom will probably get like public assistance. Like man, Drew, it gets deep, bro. Like we was talking about my live stream, like growth, and I'm not sure you saw like the situation with D1 was talking about how Jim Jones and Meek Mills need to like do better with their rap lyrics or whatever. And Jim Jones replied back, whatever, and he was like, yo, don't say my name. He didn't address the thing, but Jim Jones is the same dude who got on an interview on Angela Yee talking about how he learned how to kiss women from his mom. Like these dudes, like lost is an understatement, bro. Oh, you say we losing. I said we lost. I said, excuse me, I take it back. I said they're lost. I don't lump myself into that.
I saw that. He tried to clean it up. He meant what he said.
Yeah.
And I believe
it came out too fluid.
Exactly. I believe his mother. You see, you know, he said it so fluid.
Yeah.
That it was normalized. Listen, I think he banged her, to be honest. If she's gonna show him how to do that, what makes you think that she didn't have one drink too many one night? Or not even gonna blame the alcohol. What's to say that she just said, okay, it's time. He ended up looking like his daddy anyway. It's time. Let me show you how to get some moves in. How do we know? Because stuff like that it happens, man, to these boys. He was abused. And he knows it's wrong, and he knows that you can't say this shit out loud, and he let that shit slip.
No.
He meant it.
That dude's story's crazy. You ever saw his son? You ever saw Jim Jones' son?
No.
Identical to Cameron.
Oh, I did see that. And everybody was like, wait a minute.
Yo.
How'd that happen? No, I did see that, man. That picture was kind of like, oh, I did see that. And bro, that Jim don't look nothing like Cameron.
Nope, they're not related. I don't think they're the same race. I think Jim is like some type of mix with like Hispanic or something like that.
Now look, it's the rap industry. Everybody laying down. Look, like, you know, Lori Harvey fucked Puffy and his son. That is the wildest. Well, it's not the wildest. That's probably the wildest shit we heard. But there's probably shit going on behind closed doors that we couldn't fathom. You know, so I totally believe that, you know, these chicks.
Facts, Picasso.
These chicks, I think that behavior is normalized. I believe that. I think that Cameron and Jim Jones and Shorty know what time it is, and she kept the baby, and I was like, look, let's just whatever. Yeah. But when that picture came out, so I saw it. This how long ago? I think I was still on Facebook when I saw that. The picture's old, a few years old, and I said, yo, wait, hold on. Mm-hmm. And they put a side by side. Matter of fact, let me see if I can find it. Jim Jones' son.
Yeah, yo, Brooklyn C said it too. Just like Kodak Black when he was dancing with his moms and grabbing her cheeks.
Yeah, they did a little more than grab.
The trauma, bro, like the trauma that some people went through, it requires professional help. It requires professional help.
Oh my God, bro! I ain't see this in a minute. Yo, look at this, y'all. Look, bro. Bro, that looks like Cameron.
Yeah.
Look at that. You that. Oh, man. I hate the planet, man. I really do, man. Kodak Black was grabbing his mother's ass, man. Jim Jones learned how to kiss from his mother, tongue and everything. Listen, if you grew up in a normal black household, if your mama came out the shower and she went into the room, you know how you a kid and you just burst into the room without knocking?
Mm-hmm.
That's the worst ass whooping you can ever get in your life.
Yep.
Walking into your mama room without knocking. That is the worst. The worst thing you can ever do is see a grown person undressed as a child. That is the worst ass whooping in your life. If you grew up in a normal household, okay, I remember every time I was at my crib, bust into my parents' room, and my dad was just, get the fuck, you supposed to knock.
Yep.
All right. My mother, same thing. You don't ever bust into a woman's room. She could not be dressed. What are you? I remember I got on punishment for 2 weeks behind not knocking on my mother's door. Okay? Happened at both my aunt's house. They screamed. Ah! Don't you ever walk in a woman's room without knocking.
Yeah.
How do we get from that to this bitch showing her son how to kiss? Where are we? Where are we? And again, I'm not even picking on the women. We got a bunch of niggas showing their kids, their boys, how to be like them. A bunch of niggas.
Yep.
You seen it right there? I'll play it for you again. This is fucking.
Oh, make sure you mute it because there's only no copyright strike on that video.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I uploaded a video of it. I did a VOD, and I got hit with a copyright strike because it's like a whole NBA YoungBoy song playing in the background. Yeah.
All right. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna turn up the beats here.
Bro.
All right, now look, you didn't see Shorty on the lower right-hand side that had on the sweater that was the gay flag colors?
No, I did not.
That? I peeped that immediately. I peeped that immediately. Okay? I peeped that immediately. I peeped that immediately. Now, let me tell you why this is a real video. And this is not a group of niggas looking for views. LeRon, the other day, I had a dude on my other channel that I had to address.
Mm-hmm.
Right? He's from Baltimore. And without getting too deep into it, you could look at it at your own leisure. I was on for 4 hours, but go to the last hour of the show and just listen. this dude is a troll on my boxing channel, and he like trying to get at me for a while. So I said, "Yo, bring it." So he got on the live, and he never disclosed his age. He never turned his camera on, but I already know how he looked. But you need to hear the level of ignorance. I talked about, you know, he asked me to ease up off of another guy from Baltimore that had my name in his mouth, and I said, well, I was never on him. He was on me, and I'm not going to kick him when he's down because he's dead. He literally died. The dude died. And we went crazy because the dude that he's talking about did something very ignorant online about 3 years ago, and he almost got himself into trouble. I'll just say that without, I'm jumping around. I want to get into the full story.
Yeah.
My point is, he says to me, well, you wouldn't be down here in Baltimore saying that to him or his family. That meant what? First of all, if I have something to say to anybody and they're in front of me, I'm gonna fucking say it.
Yeah.
I don't care where you're from. There's tough guys in every city and there's punks in every city. That's number one. Number two, why would I go down to Baltimore and find his family to let them know that I don't like him or whatever? First of all, I didn't know dude. Second of all, dude made like, I'm not kidding, over 30 videos about me.
Yeah, I've heard of. I listened to the live stream about it, and the crazy part about it, I was in Baltimore when I listened to the live stream about it, which is so ironic. But yeah,
that's
I heard
crazy,
the live
right?
stream. Yeah,
I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? And I was like, yo, why would I? Yo, so you told? He says, no. I said, wait, hold on. You told his family that I did what exactly? I didn't make fun of him. I said it's ironic that this dude passed after he said that he was sexually assault one of my people's underage daughters. That's exactly what he said. But the video came down. Right? That's exactly what he said. Then all of a sudden, dude was like, oh, well, I ain't know about that. I said, right. So you can tell them that I told that story and I said the irony about this dude dying was that his daughter told his subscribers that he died. And I said the irony behind that is that he said he would sexually assault the guy that he didn't like, sexually assault his daughter. So I said that, do y'all get the irony behind that? That's crazy, right?
yeah.
I said, so I'm not sure what you told his family exactly. Did you tell his family, oh, by the way, this is what your daddy or uncle or cousin or brother used to do? Did you tell him that? No. Did you, but you can tell them that I said something, which is not, I ain't saying anything. I didn't say you're happy to see him go and F that. No, I didn't say nothing like that. I said, well, look at the irony behind this. My point is, why are you bringing up Baltimore? I wouldn't say that in his face. And I said, well, he would, just like I wouldn't go to Baltimore to say anything to his family's face, they wouldn't come to the Bronx and do it either. That's not smart. What are you doing? The reason why I'm bringing this up is because it speaks volumes. I asked him, did he have kids? He said yes. I know he's a man of a certain age. He's definitely in his 40s. But he's grown. He represents the type, that mentality is very real. And these are the dudes that are raising kids, listening to that music and acting out what they see in the rap videos.
Or probably raising grandkids.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. I said, man, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? I had to ask him. I said, man, look, no matter where I'm going, I'm not a troublemaker. I'm right at home. And just like you talking about, I won't come to Baltimore and do that. I said, you wouldn't come to the Bronx to do that. You know what he said? No, I'm safe anywhere when I have my gun. This is a fucking 40-plus-year-old man talking. You see what I'm saying? So niggas do exist.
Yeah. They do exist. It's kind of like that story reminds me of, it was a story of a man trying to rob a Family Dollar or a Dollar Tree, one of the two, right? I would just say Family Dollar. Try to rob a Family Dollar, end up getting deleted by the store clerk. Did you know that the family is trying to say that the store clerk took it too far by shooting the man who had a gun on him? And they try to sue?
I hope they got laughed out of the courtroom. I hope the judge looked at it and said, get the fuck out of my court. Get out. Get out. I hope they laughed their ass out of the courtroom. What you talking about?
Make no sense.
This is stupid. This is where we at.
And honestly, you know, unfortunately, a lot of us are looked at as the same. So seeing a story like that, even though you and I and people in the chat don't subscribe to that kind of lifestyle, they're going to be like, oh, see, there's another one. And now I'm looked at as upon that because this dude decide he wants to rob a Family Dollar. Or like you said, the dude from Baltimore, you know what I'm saying, want to say this egregious things to people. And unfortunately, he lost his life. I think I heard the live stream. I'm not going to go into details how what happened to him.
He was a brittle diabetic and he died.
Yeah.
And he didn't do nothing funky in the street. He probably had, I'm assuming the best. He probably had a full-time job. He had a daughter that loved him, family that loved him. He was just on YouTube being a troll and fucking around, and he died. That's it.
Yeah.
That's what happened.
Yeah.
That's what happened. You know, he wasn't no super thug. And this dude, look, if you listen to the stream, you got to pull the rope. You can't push it. And you see that I'm the adult.
Yeah.
Situation, and he saw things my way. You understand? But I like to take a moment to shout out Kevin Samuels. Do y'all see what all the suits were about now?
Yep.
He did a show talking about how black men dress, how we present ourselves, and unfortunately, to some of you who are still into like dressing a certain way, it's gonna be like going above and beyond to separate yourself. To me, I'm grown. I wear a uniform to work, and outside of me just going to the gym or going to the store, I might throw on some sweats or whatever. When I'm just going out just to go, let's say like me and my boy, we go somewhere and we're like, yo, let's just go to Buffalo Wild Wings or Yard House. They got a better vegan menu for me. I'll throw on some shoes and some jeans and a button up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't want to go with a fucking jersey, you know what I'm saying, or some sneakers. I mean, I wear even when I wear sneakers, I dress my age, for Pete's sake. It drives me crazy seeing a dude with gray on their face like me, might have some earrings, you know what I'm saying? But I rock the do-rag, but I rock it in the gym.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, you can't complain about women wearing bonnets and you wearing do-rags everywhere.
Right. You can't, bro.
You can't do it.
Man. And your pants are sagging. You have no belt. You cannot do this past a certain age. Stop dressing like you're 18 years old. It drives me crazy when I see a dude, man. Today, I was walking from the garage, and I just, on my right, I just see this dude. He got a do-rag on, a do-rag on, a fitted, tilted to the side, a denim jacket, pants sagging, white Air Force Ones, walking with a bop, had a bag in his hand. And when I got alongside just to look, don't you know that nigga was like 60? Wrinkles on his face, missing teeth, on his fucking AirPods talking to somebody, shades on. Yeah, man, because you know I'm going over there. I'm on my way over there right now, man. You know what I mean? I'm like, oh, shit. I was like, yo, what the wow.
Yeah, yo, you know what's worse than somebody's dressing like they're 16? Dressing the same as when they were 16. Like, you see say you see somebody our age group, right? And they dress like my son. That's one thing. But you see somebody in that age group dressing like when Mobb Deep first dropped. You still seeing dudes wearing Avorexes.
They never grew up.
Like they never grew up.
Man, I done broke a damn sweat. I'm so mad. Look, I'm in the house.
It's cold out there too, ain't it?
Yeah, it's cold. I'm in the house. Look, this whatever, man.
Yeah.
You see me outside with a tank top. I'm going to do something athletic, or I'm going somewhere with the family where there's, I dress for the purpose. You know what I'm saying? Jay-Z said, I don't wear jerseys. I'm 30 plus. Give me a crisp pair of jeans and a button up. That's a bar right there.
Yeah.
When's the last time you saw? Look at Jay, how he dressed in the 90s, even a little bit in the early 2000s, and look at him now.
Yep.
He'd be playing himself dressed like that. Imagine if Jake still dressed like how he dressed when he did 22 twos.
Yeah, he took it back.
You know what I'm saying? Imagine that. He's still wearing a fucking... I don't even think you see Nelly dressed all crazy anymore.
Nah.
These niggas gotta grow up.
They grew up. But you still see
their fan base never did.
Yo, you know who still dressed like back in the days? Flex.
Funk Flex?
Yes. He still dressed like he in the Lug era.
Is he a brand?
I don't know.
I mean, I seen him at a concert. He's a DJ. Does he get a pass for that?
Nah. So I don't know. Now you saying that because I'm thinking about other DJs, right? Like think about shit. DJ Red Alert still dressed like that. And
yeah,
DJ Red Alert.
You ain't lying. And I seen Red Alert a couple of times just in the street walking. And that's just... Is he like going to work though? Like...
Another person too that I seen in the airport that dressed like that was Slick Rick. I think Slick Rick.
Rick is in my intro.
In your intro, yeah, I see Slick Rick in the airport.
I saw him at the mall, and I said, "Yo, let me do this video with you real quick." And he's mad friendly. He just had on. He's coming out of Macy's. He's had on a regular shirt and some jeans. He didn't have all this gold on him, of course. I wouldn't. Nah. Yeah, I saw Slick Rick and I think it was DJ Premier at the same time in the airport. It was early though. Like I didn't want to speak to him. Like we was on the elevator. We just looked at each other, head nod. It was probably like 4 a.m, like one of them early ass flights going to LaGuardia. You know LaGuardia is a nightmare too. So yeah, they were frustrated. Everybody frustrated. Hey, you in LaGuardia, you frustrated.
Yeah. I live in Long Island too, man.
He with an eye patch.
Yeah, he did. He had the eye patch. Yep. Now, Slick Rick he dressed his age when I did see him. Now I'm thinking about it. Yeah. But Red Alert is definitely one of them that's he still dressed like Kiss 98.7 Kiss FM Red Alert.
But Flavor Flav's like 60. Why are you still wearing hot pink colored fitteds in jerseys?
See, that's a brand. But I guess Flavor's still a brand. That's a brand. Yeah, that's a brand. I guess, I don't know.
Man, I'm tired of this. I'm fucking tired, man. This shit gonna give me an ulcer. I'm tired of this, man. I'm tired of this, man. I mean, the only way, you're right. Separate ourselves, man. Acknowledge it. Now, you see, here's the difference. Men, I'm talking to the men, y'all, because we holding these niggas accountable. That's not us. We see it, and we don't accept it. We're not on here capping for them. All right, we're not doing that. I remember, what did I say in I was talking about everyone's favorite boxing nigger, Tank, who's from Baltimore, Javante Davis. And I said, this stupid little nigga crashed up, what did he have, a Corvette or some shit? He had one of those high-powered, expensive cars, crashes the shit up. I think he called his boy came and got him, and left the scene of the accident. And I said, that was a dumb dickhead move, right? Somebody got in my comment section and was like, Come on, everybody gets scared and they've left the scene before. No, nigga. What? Do you see what we deal with? And I'm reading this shit. I had to highlight it and I stared at this. I said, do you see this shit? And I know this is not a 16-year-old. This is probably like a 25-year-old man. Do you listen to what you just said? Everybody gets scared and leaves the scene of an accident. What the fuck are you talking about?
Never done that in my life.
I've never done that in my life.
I've never been with anybody that I know who did that. Like, that's crazy.
No, but he tore his shit up and he left. We're not talking about. I remember I had gotten to a fender bender. This woman was making a turn, hit the corner of my old ass car, and I looked at her. I was like, yo, chill. And I secured the car, got out. I said, yo, nah, you hit my shit. She looked and she bolted. I wrote down her plate. I pulled my shit up on the sidewalk. I called 911. They came. I said, yo, this is her plate. She left. Turns out she had a warrant. And this is an old white woman. Well, an older white woman. She had a warrant. First of all, she had Rachel Nonito, what up? She had a DAT. She had a desk appearance ticket. She had no insurance, which is why she hauled ass in the first place.
In New York, wow.
Yeah, and she had no insurance. The car, they were looking for the car to tow it. It wasn't supposed to be on the road. And she had a bunch of other shit. And I was able to sue her. I was able to sue and got money from my old ass bumper and whatever.
I'm surprised that the insurance was still in. Like, I'm surprised the car was in her name. Like,
I don't know what. I don't remember. It was a long time ago. I don't remember what was going on, but went through my insurance and I remember I got some money for it. Squeegee Kid in that super chat, much love. He said for the plate, thank you, Drew Broken Traditions, for the stream information, man. Salute to you, man. Salute to you, much love, man. And salute to Al Boski in that super chat, much love. He said, outstanding content, gentlemen. Stay safe and God bless, man. Salute to you, good brother. Salute to you. Oh, I remember that when Black was roasting Benavidez for tooting his nose and somebody content. Yo, I remember that. Benavidez popped for cocaine. He had traces of cocaine, right? And we were getting on him for that. Like, yo, bro, you too young for this. You're talented. And since then, he's gotten his act together, right? Mm-hmm. Canelo's ducking him and all that. Somebody got in the comment section and said, yo, come on, we all done a little coke before.
Nah, these are trolls, man. I refuse to believe that. These are trolls.
These niggas be dead ass, man. Man, Black lost it, man. That's one of the comments that said, yo, fucking, I ain't talking boxing no more. I promise you that's one of the comments. Everyone's done a little coke before. No, I can't say that I have. You fucking idiot.
A little bit, not a lot, though.
Just a little bit. Someone's done a line.
Diet Coke, literally, right?
Yeah, I've done a little coke, you know. Some Coca-Cola. You know, okay, one time I took the Coca-Cola and I drank it. I drank a 2-liter by myself. I ain't share with nobody. Shh, don't tell nobody. Fucking dummies. I can't believe it. There'd be a lot of weird shit in this chat. When that kid said, yo, bro, come on. See, everyone has left the scene of an accident. No, I haven't. What are you talking about? That is a crime. Everywhere in this world, that's a crime. You're not supposed to do that, you idiot. They teach you that in driver's ed. Don't do that. You know what everybody does? Especially in New York. Okay, this is what everybody does. You know what everybody does? In New York, everybody jaywalks.
Oh, yeah.
I'll give you that. Okay?
I didn't even know jaywalking was illegal until I learned about it. You can't do that?
It's normalized over here. I told you my California story?
No.
Nigga. Down by the Staples Center. Where I needed to go was across the street. Mm-hmm. I hopped over these bushes and I'm darting across the street. I realized I was the only nigga in the middle of the street. And everybody's at the crosswalk. And I'm like, I get to the other side of the street. I don't know where this cop came from. This nigga fell out the sky, man. He just came and was like, hey, come here. I was like, uh-oh. It's finally happening. Me versus LAPD.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh,
when was
shit.
this?
This was, damn, what year that was? Shit. It's 2010? I forget.
Okay.
I forget. But this motherfucker fell out the sky, man, and he was like, hey, man, you know why I stopped you? I said, nah, I don't know why. He said, wait, say that again? I said, yo, I ain't say nothing crazy. He says, no, I'm listening to you talk. You're not from around here. I said, nah. He said, you from New York? I said, yeah. He said, okay, this happens all the time. He said, let me tell you what you did. He said, you jaywalked. And I said, you know something? I noticed that when I walked across the street, I was the only fool in the street. It got kind of weird. It's like, you ever walked into the wrong room?
Yeah.
You're like, oh, this ain't the room. And I'm looking, I'm like, where's everybody at? Everyone's like, oh, nah, we got to catch the light. And I ran across the street and everyone else was running to the corner. I'm like, what the fuck? What are they doing? It's right here. I'm like, and I got there and this cop came out the sky, man. I said, oh, shit. He says, yo, listen, every day, some of you guys come over here. He said, I hear you talking. I know you're not from. He said, listen, just don't do it again. Well, he was mad cool.
Yeah, that's what's up.
I was like, all right, man. I was like, shit. I was like, damn, man. But okay, everyone jaywalks in New York. Everyone does a broken U-turn over the double solid line. Everybody does it.
I didn't know that was against the law either.
Bro, listen. I remember driver's ed. They said that double solid line, you're not supposed to go across it. But right over here on Connor Street, there's a McDonald's there. Everybody comes, and I don't care how bad the traffic is, somebody's gonna put on their signal, and they're going across that double solid line to go get their fries. It's annoying as fuck. I drive that 30 bus, and I'd be like, yo, why do people do this, man? The traffic be bad. And there's still some person there with the signal on there, tick, 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 and they'll just sit there. And I'm like, yo, you gotta go down and then go around. It takes too long. It takes too long.
New York is different, man.
Coming out the McDonald's, they come out and go across the double solid line. I'm like, they gotta put a fucking median there. It's ridiculous. Everyone does that. Don't tell me everyone does a little blow. Don't tell me everyone leaves the scene of an accident. Don't tell me that. It's ridiculous.
Oh man. Yo. I really didn't know so many things were laws I was breaking until I left New York. And I was like, oh, nobody else does this? I didn't know. like jaywalking, I didn't know jaywalking was really a thing until I went to Vegas. And in Vegas, you have to go up the escalator and go across the street and come back down the escalator. I was
ran across the street?
Oh hell no! But I realized how
you won't know until you're in the middle of the street. Like, this is kind of like a highway.
Yeah.
You get ran the hell over out there. Yeah, you can't do that. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, in California by the Staples Center, for those of you that live in Cali, y'all know what I'm talking about. If y'all know the area, I was running across the street. And when I got to the middle, I said, this looks wrong. And when I went there, this cop just, like a Power Ranger. I don't know where he came out. I don't know where this nigga landed in front of me. He's like, hey, let me talk to you. I was like, huh? What? My heart was racing and shit. Because that's another thing. Out here in New York, we don't hear nothing good about LAPD.
Nah.
I was like, man, I'm about to get my ass kicked by a nigga I know I could beat up, but I ain't gonna fight back. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, just get it out, man. Just go ahead. Fuck. It's LAPD for fuck's sake. What Nito say? He's like, it's like playing Frogger. Man.
Oh,
I hate
man.
this world. But these niggers out here, man. I
Yeah,
hate,
gotta bring it back full circle, yo. Because we
yeah,
definitely.
I hate these niggers. You guys make it look bad for 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 real men.
Mhm.
I hope y'all have y'all Malcolm X moment where you go to prison and find religion and realize that you're not doing well by by your kids, your children, and realize that you're giving ammunition to the miserable cunts like Cynthia G and all these other hosts that like to talk bad about us. You're giving them ammunition.
Don't forget too, you're also giving ammunition to the white folks that like to, had those
This is why
conversations as well.
they shoot on sight because they don't know the difference between you and me. They don't know the difference. We all look the same. We all look the same. You black Cubans and black Panamanians and black Mexicans, when you come here, they think you're that. That's why it's important. That's what I'm saying. Shout out to Kevin Samuels. Dress your age and maybe they won't look at you as bad.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna hold you. In the 90s in New York, we had a problem out here. I remember I was coming from my ex-girlfriend's house. She lived on Sheridan Avenue off of the Grand Concourse. I was leaving her crib at 2 in the morning. Let me take this is a true story. I left my crib, got over there like at 1 in the afternoon. Went upstairs. We was watching TV, hungry. Go to the Chinese restaurant on the corner store. Got some, you know, there's wings, some pork fried rice, whatever. Came upstairs.
Yeah.
Watched like 3 movies, fell asleep. I woke up, I said, I'm gonna go home. Like 1 or 2 in the morning, I was leaving. I walked out her building. Cop came up the one way. Yo, come here. Patted me down. I didn't say anything. I walked to the corner on 167th Street, made the left. Another cop, another 2 cops. Yo, come here. Got any weapons on you? Got any drugs on you? Something that they're not supposed to ask, but I didn't know at the time. I was like, no. Walk the corner, they go to D train. I'm going to the D train. 2 cops are coming out the subway. Yo, come here, get on the wall. I got tossed 3 times in under a block.
That's crazy.
3 times. And I was like, the 3rd time I said, yo, man, come on. I said, yo, come on, what? I said, yo, your man's around the corner got me. When I just got out my girl's building, your other man's in a patrol car got me. Oh, no, we ain't got a call. Someone said they saw you out. I was in the house all day, in her crib all day. No one saw me. You ain't got to lie. You know what I'm saying? Shut up, man. Fuck out of here, man. Get out of here, man. 3 times before I got to 3 times and under, it took me 15 minutes to walk around the corner. I got tossed 3 fucking times.
It's crazy, man.
And I didn't do, but you know what? You want to know what I had on? I had on purple Boss jeans that was super baggy. I had on a pair of Nikes. I had a cross color matching shirt with a denim vest that matched the pants. Right? I found the cross color vest that was the same color as the Boss jeans. I was hot.
I go start that the alpha sound kind of fire.
Yeah.
That alpha sound fire.
Watch this. I had long dreads at the time. And I had a matching purple bandana. Oh, and I had the Africa medallion. Can't forget that.
Of course, yeah, X-Clan.
Yep. And I was not a street dude at all. But came home. Next day I told my dad, I said, look, man, you know, da-da-da-da. He says, look, it's fucked up. You know what I'm saying? But kid, what I tell you about how you dress, it's not right. But you look the part. Now, some cops, it don't matter. You're black, you did something. You look like someone somewhere that did something.
Yep.
I understand that. But he says, you know, I know you dress with the style, but what I tell you about your dress, and you know, I was a kid. It didn't really register. But as you get older, it's like, all right, you know, For instance, today I told you I was walking from the garage. You know what I had on? Black jeans, black shoes, a gray turtleneck. I look my age.
Yeah.
The nigga that I saw with the sky blue denim with the white Air Force Ones and the bandana with the white Yankee fitted on top of that, that nigga was definitely older than me. If not, if we were the same age, he had a harder life.
Yeah.
But he was dressed like the high school kids. And I'm like, oh shit. Now if the police pulled up and they had to toss somebody, what are the odds if they had to say, who we gonna get? This guy looks like he knows how to talk to us. He knows how to make a complaint. This old motherfucker looked like he did a ton of crack in the 90s.
Mm-hmm.
And he probably got a relative taking care of him. Let's get him. He probably got crack on him right now.
Damn.
That's real talk.
Yeah.
We gotta set the examples. Now they had a fucking party singing ignorant ass music with fake money and fake guns
And fake blunts.
And fake blunts.
Hopefully fake blunts. Hopefully
all of it was fake.
and fake bottles. Don't forget the bottles. It was basically a fake VIP section.
That's what it was. That's what it was. And I agree, Reese. I agree. Hopefully they have a wake up moment. But as it stands right now, those dudes are failures. Those dudes are failures, man.
Yeah.
And it's nice to know that that is not the majority. But I need you brothers and sisters to beware that it's similar to law enforcement. The same night, a police officer ran into a burning building and saved 2 kids and their pet and got burned, right? Did y'all know that was back page news? Because you know what was on the front page? The Louima trial. The same day that story came out, how that asshole cop violated him, like the homo that asshole cop was, whom I might add was a problem in the police academy, we were told when I was in there. He was a problem in there. And I said, well, how the fuck did y'all let him graduate? And I just got a crazy look like, okay, now he went to the street and he did that. But that made the front page. And the cop that got burnt up, saving 2 kids and a pet, back page.
The crazy part about it, I've never heard that part of the back page of the cop. I mean, we all, I mean, I don't know if people know about the Louima story because, you know, we from New York and we know that story, but dog.
Bro, that Louima trial, the Diallo trial, that was right up here on, was that Leland Avenue? 43rd Precinct.
That shit made no sense, yo.
Bro.
That Louima trial made no sense.
That was a bad time, man.
Yeah.
Bad time. That was a very bad time. And it was difficult, man. It was very, very difficult. And
I don't even think describing the Louima case on YouTube is like YouTube friendly.
You can't talk about it.
You can't talk, yo.
Just say Louima trial and then Google it, man. Because what they did to him, I couldn't believe it. When that shit hit the news, I was like, they gotta be like, he beat him with the plunger, right? No. They did something else. If y'all don't, thank you to Sean Bell. Yo, NYPD had some shit with them, man. They really did. They have a lot of, I Can't Breathe. They have a lot of things that went bad with them, man. And what's fucked up is the reason why I'm bringing this up is because those situations I talked about, that's a handful of bad apples. And unfortunately, they are a direct reflection of the whole department. When not all cops are bad. But when the assholes come out, those are assholes. Assholes. And then when you find out some of those guys, you do some dig up what's with them, you start hearing shit. Oh, well, he did this in academy. Oh, well, he said this in the car with me, and I decided I didn't want to be his partner. Oh, I knew he was gonna do something because 3 years ago he said da 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 da. You start hearing some shit. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Shit is crazy out here, man. This is. But my point of bringing that shit up is that we can't let these assholes with these kids be a direct reflection of who we are as black men.
No.
So be prepared, because this is ammunition. I can hear it right now. I bet you this is gonna be Cynthia G's. She gonna talk about this all week and say, "See, this is why I don't deal with the bandits, and I need some new eyeliner and a new wig and all that other ridiculous shit she's saying." I so want to debate her, because I'm gonna call her a liar the whole time. Well, it makes me a liar. Your eyebrows think you're a liar. That wig makes you a liar. Everything's a liar. But
facts, Drip. I saw Drip commenting there.
Out of 8,000 cops, 12 of them make an entire department look bad, just like black people. That's facts right there.
Yep.
That's facts. Those motherfuckers on Front Street. And now we're going to have people somewhere down the road asking us, yo, what's up with that? I can say I don't associate with niggas that do that. I can say that. I know a lot of people. I can say I don't know, man. Let me check the IG real quick. Hold on. What the fuck?
Oh, let me blow the screen up. I gotta ask you, which one is worst? I asked Cole for this earlier. Which one is worse?
At this point, I don't like neither, but at this point, I say these niggas with their sons.
That's what I told Kofa. Kofa said the opposite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know why? You know why now? The only reason why I'm saying this now is because they've made twerking acceptable, and I still don't accept it. They made it acceptable. I know that if I was there and my children were a little smaller and Mickey and Minnie started doing that, I'd have picked them up and took them out of there. And the person who owned the party or was doing the party, I'd have cursed their ass out, be like, yo, what the fuck, man? This is stupid. I might have punched one of them in the face. Look, see, I'm sorry, scratch that. I get like that. I'm sorry. I'm still, I can be a barbarian sometimes when I think might is right, but sometimes you need to slap people around. God damn it. But I think that those little boys is worse, because those little boys is going to be in school like around your kids like it's normalized. And you pay good money to keep your kids away from that shit. You understand? You pay good money to raise them right. You pay money to be away from the niggas. You understand? You don't make 6 figures to live in the hood. You don't do that. All these people rep, oh, I'm from the hood. I rep my hood. Give them $3 million. What's the first thing they're going to do? Move out the hood. Don't play around.
Yeah.
You know it's not safe for you. You really don't want to raise your kids around there. You want your kids to have the best options, man. But, man, fuck these niggas, man. I swear to God, man. This is fucking crazy.
It's disheartening, bro.
It is, and I'm with you. I'm not saving them. Like how we say we don't save these hoes. There's no hope for these niggas at this point. Those men are young, by the way. I bet you those men standing there were no older than 30.
Yeah, like think about it. Like when a kid have a birthday party, they tell you the theme of the birthday party they want. How does this kid know he want his theme of a birthday party to be in the club at a VIP section with blunts and guns and bottle service? How does he know that?
His whack ass father. In his I don't give a shit ass. You know what? If a mother is smart and she really don't like that nigga, what she needs to do is get on her. Look, I'm trying to help, bitch. All right, get on, stupid bitch. Talking to you, bitch. Get on your IG if you really don't like him. But it's like, God, he gave me money, and you know, he in his son's life, and you know. But if you really don't like him, take that video and say he's a danger to my son. You know why? I'm pro getting that child away from the father in this instance. What good is he to his son? What good is he? Good. He's no good. He's no good to his son.
I bet you, I'm pretty sure they had bottle girls for that party. If you had a VIP section, if you have bottles being brought to a section and you got bottles in a bucket, if you got that full experience already, why don't you have a VIP? Why don't you have bottle girls? Why didn't they have bottle girls?
I hope a woman sees that and says, I'm using this to get full custody of my seed. Because in this instance, it doesn't make a difference if those niggas is in their son's lives or not. Because it's a fucking waste. Shorty, you better off giving those kids the after school program so they can get mentorship in school and after school. Take them to the church, introduce them to a pastor when you're there.
And sometimes, you know, I make content, I put videos out there. People always say we're the fathers. In some cases, these are the fathers.
These are the fathers. Yep.
These are the fathers.
Remember, we say some of the fathers are there. It's just that these fucking women picked niggas like that. They picked them. They picked them. They picked those niggas. Those are the niggas that get all the tail. You know why? They're exciting. This is fucking stupid.
Shit's insane, dog.
Man. I gotta take a shower, man. I gotta get this funk off of me, man. I'm out of here. Yo, bro, let them know how they can find you, brother.
You can find me at Broken Traditions on YouTube, on Rumble, on Instagram, and on X. Those are the platforms. Oh, and Facebook. Those are the platforms I'm on.
Diggity doubt. Joe Townsend said, Drew, those are the ninjas that Sexy Red be talking about. Exactly. Death to them, man. Those niggas don't represent me. I hope they all die in a car fire. Yeah, you ain't hear that in a while, right? And take your fucking... All right, I ain't gonna say no more. I'm annoyed. And salute to everybody in the Venmo, the Zelda, Cash App, the Super Chat. Much love and appreciation, man.
Salute, Drew.
You welcome anytime you want to slide. For real, man.
Yeah, man.
Appreciate you.
I gotta go to bed. I'm tired too.
Yeah, man. I'm tired of this shit. I'll be back in the morning, y'all. Talking that boxing talk. We'll be back here Wednesday, man. Much love, appreciation. Peace.
All right, peace.